Kia ora koutou. Well, it's hard to believe that we're nearly at the end of April and May's just around the corner. So I thought I just wanted to take a minute to thank you all for the engagement that we've had with you over the last couple of months in the development of our pre-election brief. I know it's a lot of work and I really appreciate the work that you've put into it, because in the end, the credibility that we get as SBC comes from your expertise. We've got a great document now, 10 recommendations, another 28 detailed recommendations. It's a very thorough document spanning all the different areas relating to climate action. And I think you'll agree when you see it that it's a very fine document. It really comes down to that engagement. So thank you very much. We'll be launching the paper publicly next Wednesday, so the day after Anzac Day. You'll see it on the website here, of course. You'll also see it in some media coverage. NVR and a few others will be covering it, and of course it'll be going out through our social as well. So do keep an eye out for that. Now, the paper itself is going to play a fundamental role in all of our advocacy work between now and October's general election. We're already meeting with political parties to discuss what's in the document, and we'll be going over our recommendations in some detail and ensuring that we continue that accelerated pace and momentum around climate action. The report's also going to provide, obviously, us a solid foundation for our ongoing work, and particularly the work that we've got leading into the Climate Change Commission's draft advice to government on the second emissions reduction plan. And yes, that's already on its way. So consultation for that opens this week, and again, we'll be drawing on that fantastic work that you've already provided to us. You'll find details on engagements on the Commission's work across the country in this week's Pānui, and we'll provide more details on the process that we'll be following for developing our own internal submission on the draft advice in the coming weeks. Next week, I'm going to be attending my second World Council for Sustainable Business Development, or WBCSD as they call it, Liaison Delegate meeting. And as I'm sure you're aware, SBC is New Zealand's global partner for WBCSD, and these events give us a very unique opportunity to meet with other WBCSD organisations from all around the world, as well as to meet with some of the companies that make up WBCSD. And these are companies that represent some of the world's largest sustainable businesses. So I'll be looking to bring back any insights that I get from those conversations, the global trends that we see, any areas of commonality. And I'll also be looking to profile the work that we're doing here in New Zealand on the global stage. It's a very broad agenda, and if you have a chance to look at the WBCSD site, you'll see that it does cover basically everything to do with sustainable business. So we'll be honing in on those things that relate to SBC's key priorities. Now, that includes preparations for having a strong voice from WBCSD and SBC at COP28 coming up towards the end of this year. I'm going to be very interested to hear about an update on the progress on TNFD, the Task Force for Nature-related Financial Disclosures. Very interested in all of the work that WBCSD members have been doing in the nature space. And of course, as we're looking to deepen the S in ESG, very interested in the social sustainability space as well. In addition to that, I'm also going to be working with my Australian counterpart to continue developing our Trans-Tasman plans for a coordinated effort heading into COP28 later this year. As you know, we're hoping to bring a reasonably substantial business delegation to that one. So do keep an eye on my LinkedIn page, or the SBC LinkedIn page, for updates from on the ground. And of course, Pānui, where the team will be wrapping up all the latest action every day. Our work with the Environmental Defence Society and the Climate Leaders Coalition is ramping up as the 15th Climate Change and Business Conference begins to take shape. If you missed the announcement, early bird registrations are now open for the 2023 event, which is taking place at the Auckland Viaducts Event Centre on 19 and 20 September. So that's 19 and 20 September. We're very excited to be building on the work and success of last year's conference, and a big thank you to all of you who provided feedback on that. That's going to have a material impact on the shape of this new conference, which will have a lot more opportunity for engagement, and will also be setting some big ambition. The focus for this one is on implementing the conference's theme of delivering net zero. So thank you to all our members who've so far come on board as sponsors. We really do appreciate it. And we're really looking forward to working alongside you. So a reminder that early bird registrations close on 30 June. So don't miss out on securing your spot early. Last year, unfortunately, we had a number of members who weren't able to secure in-person tickets because they left a little bit late. So 30 June, get your early bird registrations in. And look, if you're interested in getting involved as a sponsor or as a speaker, or if you've got ideas for speakers or ideas for the program, please do not hesitate to get in contact with the team. They'd love to hear from you. For now, Take care out there. Ka kite anō.